Hey, good morning, good morning. Ooh, little chilly. Showing 35. Well, it's not real chilly. But, you know, you get so used to that blistering cold. And then you're like, oh yeah, cool, it's warm, you know, it's 50. And then you start, I think your body acclimates to warmth rather than cold fast. Just did our pre-trip. Now we're waiting, but because of the extra 2 hours, that sucked up any time of getting there early. So when he gets in, I'm gonna have to call him at 7 and let him know that I'm not gonna be there by 12. After the pre-trip and that, it's gonna be 12:15, which let's see. Oh, it says between 12 and 1, so I guess I should be there by 1. You know, as long as nothing happens, so we just may make it. Alright, see you once we get rolling. Well, let's see how well he does. The prime way would be get me something out of here going back down into Kentucky. Which, I don't care if it's short. And I can deliver it today. I doubt it. Find something that quick with the hours all left. But something back down there, and then deliver that tomorrow morning, and then find something back in Chicago tomorrow. But anywhere but south of where I'm at, or delivering to, and or southwest, like Memphis, just really wouldn't be smart. Because even Wilmington, it's supposed to rain all day and be in the 40s, but they're dropping down to like 27 tonight. And then they're supposed to get like a thin layer of ice, and then 1 to 3 inches of snow. Not bad. I don't know when it's supposed to end. It looks like the way it's traveling, Ohio will get a longer it'll start later and last longer because of where it's at. You know, if you were like, say he was able to get me something, even freaking Nashville or just on the other side of Nashville, hey, that would be all right. And then by tomorrow morning around 10, it'd be already through, because my friend's saying that any snow they're going to get should end by 10. Because she was saying, yeah, when you get home, you're gonna have to go through a foot of snow where my car's parked, because that's where the higher grade is, on the southern half. Normally, if it's a lot of lake effect, north of like, I don't know, 290 gets the worst, and then it gradually goes down from there. Like where I live on the north side, north suburb. We
probably got 4 inches. Well, when I went to go pick up my truck, luckily there was more than an inch there. If that much. More like a dusting. This is supposed to be the opposite. And as much as you can trust weather maps, it looks kind of like a crescent. You know, wide crescent shape. As they were saying in our area, originally it was supposed to be 8. Now I guess it's dropped down.
Hey everybody. If you ever get this, it's TimberTech. Your GPS probably going to tell you you can only go down Lowe's Drive for a little bit. As you're going past a Lowe's store, look to your right. You're going to see a sign that says TimberTech Alexec Industries or something like that, truck staging area. Pull in there and hopefully your bills like mine had the number. I dialed it, hit option 3 for receiving, and she told me what time my appointment was, and they'll call me back on that and let me know when I can go back there. So when I call, I'll turn on the thing and you can drive with me on back to wherever. So if we get lost, we get lost. Alright, see you in a little bit. Hey everybody. Well, I'm at the truck stop. Yeah, he wanted me to go 100 and I specifically told him. When I talked to him this morning, I said, listen man, this ain't one of those days you send me 130 miles out of my way to pick up a load. You find something close that I can pick up, and it's got to be at least 30,000 pounds, especially if I'm going to go west with it. So he calls me back, and he goes, oh, I couldn't find anything around there. One of my colleagues, which means one of the other load coordinators for somebody else, they have this one account that's up in Lima, and their stuff's usually like 26,000. It goes straight to Home Depot and you just drop it and you're done. I said, dude, that's 130 miles north of here. It's raining here. When I get there,
it's going to be snowing and I'm empty. And that's if I find a truck stop up there that's even got a spot. I said, I told you, don't be sending me 130 miles into some small ass area in the middle of this. You should have found, and this is where, because they use the same brokers all the time, these guys must be, you know, there's a couple big ones, but I think it's Joe Blow in his underwear sitting at home, and he started a brokerage business and he's sitting in his underwear at home doing this shit. Because very rarely I get anything that's near any place I'm at. It's always 80 miles this way, out in the boonies, and that. I mean, I've been in this business a long time. I've been an owner-operator a couple times. Never once have I had to go 80 miles into the sticks to pick up a load. They're usually, you know, once you deliver somewhere, sometimes you might have to go 40 miles to go pick up a load, but it's usually in a big city right off the highway. Everything. I'd say 10% of the time do you get anything that's just off the highway. Now your deliveries tend to be more like 50-50 on, you know, being right off the highway or off a major US highway or something like that, that, you know, it's all 4-lane going to where you're at. Usually it's narrow ass two lane. Like today, even going to here, luckily it was only like a mile or two long, and then it went to a 4-lane, and then you jumped on another 4-lane. Getting out was a little more ridiculous, because you went into downtown Wilmington, and typical small town, trying to make turns on the highways, you know, in their small downtown, you know, is a real pain. I'd have probably been better remembering the way I came, gone back that way, and jumped on the thing and went a little farther out of route just to come to the truck stop. Places to park, rest areas, truck stops, you know, it's all going to depend on how bad it gets for snowing. All right, we'll see you in the morning. We'll let you know once a plan's been formed, or if I'm just going to wait it out here. So, talk to you later. And if you're out driving tomorrow and this stuff, be careful.